तेरे स्नेह में हम नैनों को अपने भिगोए हुए सितारों में ओ बाबा तेरी यादों के मोती पिरोए हुए ओ स्नेह सागर। ये महसूस होता यही पास में हो, हमें देख करके मुस्का रहे हो, सदा साथ में हो बच्चों तुम्हारे, यही बात अब भी तो दोहरा रहे हो, यही बात दोहरा रहे हो। एहसास के इस समंदर में हम तो जैसे कि मन को डुबोए हुए हैं ओ स्नेह सागर। उठाकर धरा से जूं धूलि कण को मस्तक से अपने ऐसे लगाया, चमकने लगे हम सितारे से बनकर, अपने गुणों से इतना सजाया, अपने गुणों से इतना सजाया, बलिहार होके तेरे हार में हम हीरों के जैसे संजोए हुए हैं ओ स्नेह सागर। ओ जादूगर ऐसा जादू जगाया, ज्योति सा सारा जहां जगमगाया, किया प्यार का है चमत्कार ऐसा, बेनूर को कोहिनूर बनाया, बेनूर को कोहिनूर बनाया, ऐ शाह खूबा तेरी खूबियों के ख्यालों में हम खोए खोए हुए ओ स्नेह सागर। तेरे स्नेह में हम नैनों को अपने भिगोए हुए सांसों की तारों में ओ बाबा तेरी यादों के मोती पिरोए हुए ओ स्नेह सागर।
Om Shanti and a very good morning to all. First of all, greetings for the day, as today is Avyakt Baba Milan, right? And they all will be meeting Baba. And today we will read the Murli dated 15th November 2008. The title of the Murli is Be Loving to God with a True and Clean Heart and become an authority of the experience of every attainment. So in today's Murli, Baba says God's love is the foundation of Brahman life. Baba speaking about the signs of a soul merged in God's love. Baba is also mentioning about virtues, qualities of a soul filled with his love. Mm. Also, Baba says that if you are true, with love, if you are in true love with the Father and you follow Srimat accurately, then Baba also loves such souls and Baba is always present for help. Mm. And Baba says that along with knowledge, there should be love for the Father because the love makes it easy to follow Baba and to bring that knowledge into a practical form. Hmm? So Baba says that check yourself today. How much, to what extent are you merged in the Father's love? Right? So let's read the Murli together. Today, Bab Dada is seeing all his loving children from everywhere who have made Bab Dada, the innocent Lord, belong to them with the love of their true heart and clean heart. Seeing the children who have such love in their hearts, Bab Dada sings a song, Vah, my loving children, Vah. This godly love can only be experienced at this confluence age. The loving children who constantly remember the Father with their heart are always seated on the Father's heart throne while in his remembrance. Right? So Baba is mentioning about the very first quality of such souls. They are always seated on the Father's heart throne. Now, while remembering Baba, they are always with Baba, seated on the Father's heart throne. Especially at Amrit Vela, Bap Dada gives such loving children one special blessing or another because the children who are loving with their hearts and who give that love attract Bap Dada to them because of the true love in their hearts. So children who are filled with Baba, with Baba's love and who are filled with true love for the Father, they even attract Bap Dada towards them, right? If there isn't love in life, there isn't any pleasure in that life. All of you children are experienced in how much you love the altruistic, imperishable love of the Father. Niswart Prem, right? So Baba is saying you all are experienced in this, right? God's love is the foundation of this Brahman life. This is why all of you children are those who are worthy of this love and who have experienced this love. You have knowledge, but together with knowledge, God's love is also essential because where there is love, it becomes easy to experience everything there. Right? We all have experienced this, right? We are here with Baba because of the love, right? Baba's love pulled us towards him. Hmm? And secondly, Baba says that although you have knowledge, but together with knowledge, it is God's love, hmm, that makes it easy to experience everything. The power of love brings you very close to the Father. The power of love always gives you the experience similar to the experience of always having the Father's hand of blessings on your head. So, first thing is the power of love brings you very close to the Father. And secondly, you feel like His hand of blessings is always there on the head, right? Love becomes the Father's canopy of constant protection. Those who are loving always consider themselves to be the Father's companions. Loving souls are always jovial. They are not dry. They remain very entertaining, jovial, right? Ramnik. They are not serious all the time. They are very entertaining. Hmm? Loving souls always remain firm and carefree. Carefree because Baba is there to take care, right? Loving souls always experience themselves to be easy yogis in remembering the Father. They will not have to make effort, a lot of effort in remembering the Father. Because if we love someone, then it becomes easy for us to remember them. Right? So similar is the thing with the Father. If we are in love with him, then it becomes easy for us to remember him. Right? Knowledge is the seed, and together with the seed, love is water. So Baba says that knowledge is only the seed and love is water. So if the seed doesn't receive water, the attainment of fruit cannot be experienced. Together with knowledge, this godly love gives you the constant experience of the fruit of all attainments. With love, you can very easily experience attainments. If there is knowledge but no love, then the questions why and what can arise. But if there is love, you remain constantly merged in the love of the ocean of love. Right? If we are in love with someone, then there are always thoughts of that particular someone, right? Then there are no questions of why and what. You're always merged, you're always lost in that love. For loving souls, the one Father is their world. They always experience the hand of Srimad on their forehead. Imperishable love makes you loving throughout the whole cycle. No? Baba's love, if we experience it now, then that love becomes imperishable, right? It becomes a blessing for us that this love becomes imperishable and we are able to experience this throughout the whole cycle. So each one of you should check yourself. Am I always experiencing love from the heart, or there isn't any leakage of love in between? Is there? Now, Baba is further explaining what is this leakage of love. Baba says, if you are impressed by any souls, either by their specialities or any particular virtue, then instead of experiencing God's love to be imperishable, there is a leakage. Therefore, each one of you should check yourself. So Baba says, if you are impressed by any other souls, if you are impressed with anybody's specialities or a particular virtue, then you have the thoughts of that particular person, right? And then you forget Baba. So Baba says you do not experience God's love to be imperishable. And there is a leakage. Therefore, each one of you should check yourself. Those who have a leakage cannot have the experience of being constantly loving, being the Father's constant companion, or having the Father's hand of blessings constantly on their head. So all this gets cancelled out. If there is a slightest leakage in love, then we do not experience God's love, and all these virtues, we are not able to experience this as well. So Baba says, this is why, although knowledgeable souls are loved, together with knowledge, it is essential to have a true heart and imperishable love for the Father. If, together with knowledge, there is even a little less love for the Father, if the love of a true heart and a clean heart is even a little bit less, you sometimes have to labor. You then have to battle with your effort. This is why a soul who has constant remembrance and is always merged in love is one who makes a mountain into a mustard seed. Right? एक पहाड़ जैसी परिस्थिति को भी राई जैसा बना देते हैं. Right? Because of love, the attainments are experienced very clearly, and where there is love, there is less effort. Right? जहाँ मोहब्बत है तो फिर वहाँ मेहनत नहीं लगती. Right? We all have experienced this somewhere or the other. If there is less love, then everything feels like hard work, right? If there is less love, forget about no love. Baba says, even if there is less love, then you feel labor, then you feel like hard work. Today, Bab Dada was checking to see to what extent all the children from everywhere were loving to the Father with a true heart, free from effort, and always merged in the ocean of love. Knowledge is the seed, but it is essential to give the seed the water of love. Hmm? Without God's love, life is always ruka suka, right? It is dry. It is always like you have a painting that is black and white. Hmm? And then you need that God's love to color that painting. Hmm? So Baba says, otherwise, the easy fruit, the fruit of attainment, and the fruit of experiences are not experienced so much, right? So if we have the seed, we have the knowledge. That makes sense. That knowledge makes sense only when you give it the water of love, right? Then you can experience the fruit of attainments. So nowadays, Bap Dada wants to see every child as an image of the experience of all attainments. Check yourself. Do I have the experience of every power, every attainment, and every virtue? If you are an authority of experience, then no situation can influence in any way one who is an authority of experience. With the understanding of knowledge, all of you children know I am a soul. You know this and you speak about it. But while walking and moving along, do you have the experience of the form of a soul at every moment? Are you experiencing every point of knowledge? So Baba says that okay, that you have this knowledge that you are a soul, but how much are you bringing it into practical form? How much are you remembering this, right? Further, Baba says, those who are images of experience remain constantly unshakable and immovable in all situations. They do not come into upheaval because they have many authorities. But the greatest authority of all is the authority of experience. Once, if you have experienced that, yes, I have this virtue within me, and I also am successful in bringing it into a practical form. That is the authority of experience, right? Experiencing Baba's help, experiencing these powers, that is to gain the authority of experience, right? So Baba says, if you have the authority of experience, then every power, every point of knowledge, and every virtue would be under your orders. Whichever power you invoke, that power will cooperate with you in 1 second. If you lack the authority of experience, you will have to work hard. Right? If we are not able to bring this knowledge into practical form, if we are not able to use these powers, if we are not able to use these virtues, then then this knowledge doesn't make sense, right? So then we will have to make effort, then we will have to work hard. Someone who is experienced is a master almighty authority. If a master gives an order and that power doesn't arrive on time, if you have to labor and it takes time, then how can you be a master almighty authority? Right? So Baba says, so am I experienced in every subject, in every point of knowledge, and in the power of remembrance? Do I have the experience of becoming lost in the experience of my Baba, sweet Baba, in 1 second, as soon as I remember Baba? So Baba is asking, if you have this authority of experience, then you will be able to put a full stop to everything else and situate yourself in that form of remembrance within a second, right? So, this is the magic of the authority of experience, Baba says. Baba says, am I able to use the dharana that is necessary at a particular time? If you think of something after the task is completed, that cannot be called an image who is an authority of experience, right? If the master has all the powers, then is every power and virtue under your orders? It is not that we don't have these powers, right? We, all of us, we have these powers, we have these virtues, but it is all about bringing them into action, right? So Baba is saying that check today, are all these powers and virtues under your orders? So each one of you has to check yourself. Do I always remain on the throne or the seat of the authority of experience? To remain set on the seat of experience means that as soon as you have a thought, it happens and you don't need to make effort. Hmm? So easy effort, right? Just when you have a thought, immediately it comes into practical action. No making too much of effort and wasting time on it. So Baba says, you don't need to take any time over it. By following every Srimad, your life will easily and naturally become complete because you were told earlier too that when you have a true heart and a clean heart, Bapdada also becomes present in front of such loving souls, souls who are merged in love. Hmm? When you are present, when you are present to follow every Srimad, the Father then says, I, the Lord, am also always present. So this is Baba's promise, right? When you are willing to be present, to follow every Srimad, then Baba says, I am also always present. And the only thing that we have to do is start experiencing Him now, right? In everything that we do. So when you say, yes, my Lord, then the Lord is always present. Easy remembrance is the natural quality of Brahman life, right? So Baba says, when you offer yourself, when you say, yes, my Lord, then the Lord is also present. Agar हमने कहा कि जी हजूर, then Baba also says, Hazur, Hazir hai. So this is his love, right? He's always there with the children. Further, Baba says, all of those who have either come here for the first time and those who have belonged to the Father for a long time has every power and every virtue become your natural nature? Each one has one or another form of nature in a natural way. Sometimes, whenever some of you children do something that is not worthy of Brahman life, what do you say? That wasn't my intention, but that is my nature. If we commit a mistake or something just happens, right? So then what do we say? That was not my intention, but that is my nature. Hmm? So Baba says, just as that weak nature has become natural, over these past years, we can say, or over these past births, we can say, the weak nature has become natural. So Baba says, in the same way, every power is the natural nature of a Brahmin soul. Now, when Baba is offering us all the powers, so these powers have become our natural nature, right? And not those old sanskars. So Baba says the weak nature that is created is a sign of body consciousness. So do you understand? Together with being a knowledgeable soul, love for the Father in your heart makes everything easy. Love helps in Brahman life. Love doesn't make remembrance difficult, but love makes it difficult to forget. It is difficult to forget someone you love. It becomes your nature to remember that one, right? If we are in love with somebody, then we don't have to remind ourselves again and again. But that someone comes automatically to us, right? The remembrance comes automatically to us. That becomes a nature. Hmm? So Baba says that along with being knowledgeable, you also need to have Baba's love. Because to follow Srimat, love is very helpful, right? Love will make it easy to follow Srimat, right? According to the knowledge. Further, Baba says, at present, in what form does Bab Dada wish to see each of you children? The speed of time is showing the games of suddenly, and this is why Bab Dada wants to see every child as being equal to the Father. The Father's image should be visible on the face of every child. In the eyes of every child, there should be the intoxication of spirituality. On every face, there should be the smile of all attainments. In your every activity, there should be the intoxication of faith. So Baba has given us that how our face should be like. Yeah, it should reveal the Father. And the Father's image should be visible on the face of every child. Now, if you always look at, or if you anytime look at somebody who is lost in love, who is lost in remembrance, they do have that slight smile, that intoxication in the eyes, right? So Baba says, now every child should have this. And every child should have this naturally. Further, Baba says, all of you who have come here have faith in the intellect. Do you not? Nishchay buddhi hai na sab? Do you have faith in the intellect? Then raise your hands. So I hope that each one of us is raising hands. Nishchay buddhi hai na? Acha. Congratulations. What is the sign that is remembered of one who has faith in the intellect? निश्चय बुद्धि के साथ फिर क्या जोड़ते हैं? Faith in the intellect, and then what? So Baba says, what do you say that is connected with faith in the intellect? What else with faith in the intellect? Victorious, right? Nishchay buddhi vijayanti. We always say that, right? So the one who is having faith in the intellect is always victorious. So the sign of one with faith in the intellect is that one is victorious. So what is the sign of those who constantly have faith in the intellect? Constantly victorious, or victorious only sometimes? Constantly victorious, right? They would be constantly victorious, would they not? So according to the time, the practical proof of having faith in the intellect is to be a constantly victorious soul. There should not now be the word try. I want that. I am trying. It should happen. But instead, the practical proof of constant victory should be visible on your face. Because Baba said that the time is very close now. We are speeding up the time, right? So now all of this knowledge and all of this virtues should come in the practical form, right? Further, Baba says, Bab Dada has seen that all the children are effort makers, but every now and again, carelessness makes your effort slack instead of you making it intense. Then you tell Bab Dada many very sweet things. What do you say? Ask yourselves. What do you say to Baba? It will happen. It has to happen. I will reach there on time. We often say these things to Baba, right? But Baba, I'm trying, I'm making effort and it will happen. But Baba says this is carelessness. In that case, how can you fulfill in time the promise? And what is that promise? Baba, I am with you and will return with you. I will return home hand in hand with you. right? We have made this promise, right? And return home with him without becoming equal. So Baba says that if you are careless, then how will you make this promise? How will you fulfill this promise in time, right? Bab Dada is specially pleased about one thing, and what is that? All the children who are moving along or flying have received good marks in having love for both the fathers. Becoming complete and perfect is a different matter, but you all have love for the Father. You have claimed good marks for love, right? So Bab Dada says that all of us have good marks for love. Hmm? You now have to claim marks in becoming equal, right? We have to bring that love into action now. Hmm? What all Baba is saying, we need to obey and we need to bring that into action, right? Then we will be able to say that, we are actually fulfilling the promise. The Father's words should be the words of you children. The Father's actions should be the actions of you children. In becoming equal, simply put one expression into practical form easily. It is easy to say it. That one expression is Bap Dada is Karavan Har, one who inspires others to do. This one word, Karavan, makes it easy to become soul conscious, right? Because if we know that Baba is the Karavan Har, then we don't have to worry about it. Baba is there to take care, right? I, the soul, I am Karavanhar for these physical organs. And at every step and in every action, the Father is the Karavanhar and I am an instrument. An obstacle arises out of just two words, I and mine. With this word, Karavanhar, I and mine finish, right? I am an instrument. The one who has made me an instrument is making me to do it, and so the consciousness of I finishes. So, did you hear what Babdada wants? One is the love of a true heart and a clean heart. ना सच्चे दिल पर साहब राजी है ऐसे ही है ना The Father, the innocent Lord, is very easily pleased with someone with a true heart. When the innocent Lord is pleased, then Dharamraj, the advisor in between, cannot even raise his eyes. You will then say bye bye to Dharamraj and just pass through. He will say namaste and bow down to you children who are equal to the Father. You are loved by such a Father, but just simply check that there isn't any leakage in your love. Now, the leakage of your body consciousness or the speciality of someone else would finish. Become an image that is experienced. Acha. So, I guess we will stop for the day and we shall continue with the rest of the Murli tomorrow. We will take a few moments of silence and then we shall begin with the sharing. Acha. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. We can share the points from the Murli, but before we do that, I will just share an image and I want you to churn on it a little bit. So I'll just share it. Now, this is a black and white image, right? And another part of this is this one. So, which one is better? Anybody? Which image is better?
Obviously, the colored one.
Okay, okay. And why is it better?
It's full of colors, attractive. It gives us happiness.
Okay, okay. Anybody else?
Om Shanti, sister.
Oh, Shanti.
The colorful has a beautiful vibration of the Baba's divine, forms, varieties,
Ah,
differences that exist, but we all merge in the one white light eventually. So that's the reflection that comes to my mind. Om Shanti.
okay. Yes. Very nice. Anybody else wants to share that? What do you feel about those two images?
I like the black and white. To me, it's more original.
Okay.
Can you show it again, sister, please?
Yeah, sure. Just a second. This is the black and white, and this is the colored one. So, which is better and why? You might have your own explanations or reflections, so you can just share. There's nothing
Yeah.
about wrong and right.
Yeah. Like brother said, even I feel these temptations, colors and all, they are the extra help from nature or from everyone to make it more splendid, to be more, enjoy it. But the original, that black and white is, that's real me, that doesn't need even those any extra color. That's my original Sarup, which on my own, I'm so complacent and I'm having so much of respite with myself, with my original Shashwat essence. That way I felt. Om Shanti.
Okay, very nice. What I feel about the image was that life without Baba's love is black and white. And then Baba, when adds his love to the life, it becomes colorful. So that was just my reflection.
Exactly.
Very nice.
Beautiful. Totally agree.
Okay, so another question is, what are the signs or virtues of a soul merged in God's love? What all Baba has mentioned.
We are, we remain constantly unshakable, immovable in all the situations, and in all the situations, and if we have this authority of experience, then every power, every point of knowledge, and every virtue will be under our control.
Yes.
If we are in Baba's remembrance throughout.
Yes. 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 What is
There's
Baba's
lot of
message?
disturbance, sister. Kindly check the Anna who is yet to be muted, but a lot of disturbance, sister. It's better now. Thank you.
Seema Ben, you unmuted yourself. You wanted to say something?
No, by mistake it happened. Sorry.
Okay. Deepika Ben, you are on mute, so you may have to unmute yourself.
Okay, I guess the disturbance was from my end, so that is why I was just checking.
Okay.
So there were many virtues that Baba has mentioned. What all are those? Or any of your experiences of, experiencing Baba's love some way or the other, experiencing Baba's help. Anybody would like to share in that?
The disturbance is still there.
Hello, can I just share one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Is like after getting Baba's love, we are always like, we are not bothered about the outwardly disturbances or anything. We are always, at least I am always in my own world. Every now and then I just want to be with Baba, reading something, listening to music. Like, you're always dancing and dancing, that's it. Even people may think, अरे ये तो पागल है मेरे ख्याल से इतना मुश्किल आ रहा है. In spite of it, she is so happy and dancing. That's what I experience.
That is what Baba says, being merged in love, being lost in love. Very nice.
Om Shanti. What I feel, Sandhya sister, yeah, still disturbance is there. What I feel, what she told, बचपन के दिन भुला मत देना. Initially, when we are, we belong to him, that intoxication. So for a few years, Baba keeps us in his arms. He doesn't ever removes us from his arms. So that, belongingness, so closeness to him and feeling him all the time. Like, in every sankalpa, every thought, every behavior, action, he's being immersed. So multiply, that love is being multiplyedly experienced. So that is a condition of her. But in gradually, Baba says, Bachpan ke din bhula mat dena, like, then he wants us to be that support system for many. Like, we are undergoing through so much of love and sustenance, and we are feeling so elated. But that's what Baba wants from us. This loving condition should be generating from us for all. That I feel. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. At the same time, what I feel is this: when we are हम जब मस्ती में रहते हैं, अपनी दुनिया में रहते हैं, but the people think that, I've started getting a blame that she's become so irresponsible. का किसी में involvement नहीं है, इतना घर में इतना कुछ, like there are so many things, good things happening, properties are being purchased, in spite this बिल्कुल बेफिक्र है. We are all trying to adjust so much of money, and she's not at all bothered. I'm just that is what I'm getting the blame.
In today's Murli, Baba also mentions that those who love Baba from clean and true heart would uh, reflect Baba's space in the other world. He wants others to be served through us. And he also speaks about being equal. जिससे प्यार होता है, उसके समान हम बन जाते हैं. In Lokik life also, we'll pick up those habits of people whom we love the most. Baba is also talking about today to be equal to the Father. And what experience was coming to my mind was, once there was a sharing which a center sister did, and that sharing was, she said, usually they go out for a walk, and the hawkers around, one of those hawkers, one fine day the sisters were not there for walk. Next day he says, sister, looking at your face, I feel very peaceful. So कल आप नहीं थे walk पे, तो मुझे लगा कि I was missing something. So that is the example which I was getting immediately to me while Baba spoke about being equal to the Father. Just looking at that person's face who's merged in Baba's love, there is so much of peace in the vibration and the energy that the person is carrying. So that's what Baba says, talking about being equal to the Father. Om Shanti. Would anybody like to share further? I believe Deepika Ben had some issues on her internet, so she had logged out for the moment.
Yes, Sister Rakhi, the way you narrated it, I could experience what is being to be equivalent to Father is actually we don't have to even work hard for what we are giving to anyone. It's being non-stop pouring from being combined with Baba. Wherever I move, I am moving in that energy, I'm bathing in that energy. So Baba said, no, you have to love me so much with that clean, purest heart, that love epitomize from you, and we epitomize that Baba's love. So it's really wonderful. We don't have to do actually anything else except following the Srimad. And Srimad is just be Bap Saman, just love him as he is. And the way Baba accepts us with our all faults and whatever dirty we had become. So same way, with same Nazariya, we have to love everyone. We have to accept everyone the way he is or she is. Or everyone's Baba's children. If I have that view, that unlimited view, Vihangam view of loving everyone the way Baba loves me, it becomes all very meaningful and beautiful, conference-aged and beautiful Brahmin life. Om Shanti.
Yes, sister, no, you put it across in a very articulated form. Just Baba has also mentioned in today's Murli that those who are merged in love will always be jovial, and they will, the Baba will, with his support, with Baba's support, there will be a lot of colors that will show up while we're operating in our practical life. Shall we move on to meditation? Would anybody like to take? Oh, Deepika Ben is in. Yes, Bhavna Ben, go ahead.
Om Shanti. Today, Baba also said that the one who is filled with love will be free from me and mine, I and mine. So we will, if I have the true heart for Baba, then I will remember the word Karavan Har, that he is inspiring me to do everything, and so he is the one who is making me do everything. So this is the sign of true love. Om Shanti.
While Bhavna Ben was sharing this, what just came in my mind was we use the word nibhana in any relationship. And how I see this word nibhana is, जब हम किसी को, if we start liking somebody, तो हम अपना भी भान भूल जाते हैं. We forget our own self. That's been one in that virtue of loving somebody, caring somebody. अगर हम किसी कोई हमको अच्छा लग गया, so we do everything for that person, and that's been, been equal, been together with love. There is no existence of I there. There's no existence of mine and mine there. Then it's we, it's us. Thanks,
Yes.
Bhavna, for bringing that ahead.
Yes, and also in one of the अव्यक्त इशारे, Baba had given the point that आप और बाप हमेशा युगल रूप में रहो साथ साथ. So that is
Yeah,
the point which matches with this one.
true. And in today's Murli, he also speaks about be his companion. So,
Om
Yes.
Shanti, what is the
yeah,
meaning
go
of
ahead.
yugal? I have been hearing from
Yugal
Anshuben
is a
also.
couple. Yugal
Huh?
means couple. Yugal means couple.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Never be single, always be combined with Baba.
Yeah. We can take one more sharing before we go on to meditation. And it's in So Deepika Ben is facing some challenge. So I would request one of us to take up the meditation. Yes, Sonia Ben, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Om Shanti. When Baba says, then along with love, if you have faith in intellect, in Nishchay Buddhi, then I have one, practical example in front of me. I lended some money to my, somebody in relatives for any reason it was required by them. So I gave it, and during that COVID, how the circumstances were, and everybody was short of money. So I was also needed. I had to get my house, repaired. So I was also requiring it, and I used to call her, but she was also very helpless. I did understand this. So what I used to, I did everything that work undergone, and I am completed with this job. But what did I do? I never called up her again and again for the sake of only a message or a call. I used to do, but I never gave a expression that she is not giving and I am in need and I am helpless and what to do. Never said. And now she called me up that Sonia, just because of you, I'm getting my money, which was here and there, and you take your money back, but in installments. I'll give it to you. And I was so happy. And my this Baba says, when you are Nishchay Buddhi, you'll get everything. But you are required to give du'aएं also, because they are not cheaters basically. Nobody is cheater. है ना? So day before yesterday, she called me up. You come and take your money. So I was so happy. Baba, it's all about you because it's your money. Every time I used to say, Baba, it's your money. Thank you. Thank you all.
Yes, Sonia Ben, practically shared example as how Baba supports not only to us but also all those souls around us when we are intentionally clear. And Baba today also mentions about Nishchay Buddhi. So you're always victorious, and whatever is best will show up. Yes, Anshu Ben, you're
Yeah,
unmuted.
Om Shanti. Can I proceed for the meditation with this wave
Sure,
of
Anshu
being
Ben.
companion? Yeah. Let's all, what like Baba said, no, sister was sharing, मैं कौन मेरा कौन, I and mine finish. Sister Dadi Janki ma emerged, and immediately I went into that energy of hers, which she epitomized, who am I and who is mine. So let's enjoy having that same purest consciousness. Who am I? I am that companion of God. I am the most fortunate of the fortunate ones. Padma Padam Bhagyashali. Right now, at this conference age, today's auspicious Baba's Milan Day, in evening, he is going to come and comfort the 20,000 souls and crore souls which are going to make this wonderful Baba Milan in the Avyakt form. Right now, we bless each and every one of us, to the whole Brahmin clan, to have this wonderful Milan in the purest form. Let's decorate ourselves with the divine intellect, with that uncluttered intellect. Just one is there. I'm visualizing him, I'm experiencing him in all my relations. It's so beautiful, and it's so meaningful to belong to him. I'm no more the previous one with those my mind and intellect and sanskaras of body consciousness. Now I've emerged into that beautiful consciousness of soul. Soul is so enriched with all 7 powers and virtues, and that ultimate ocean of love, ocean of peace and supersensuous bliss and joys. He's become mine. He's decorating me. He has become my yugal, 100% companion, who lives with me in every thought, who sustains me, who provides me, what not. It's so beautiful. It's so meaningful. My enriching moments, those golden moments Let's usher into that beautiful, wonderful word. We are smiling every moment. We are creating wonders and wonders every moment now and then. Let's express sincerest gratitude to this Brahman life, the beautiful soul who brought us near God, and that magical word, Mera Baba, Main Kaun, Mera Kaun. That beautiful energy, Main Kaun, I'm the most fortunate one. I'm the direct child of God. He's sustaining me. He's decorating me. He's giving me everything in multifolds. Let's rejoice. Let's sing. Let's make it a permanent feature till my last breath that will remain decorated, will be always in supersensuous bliss, will sing, will dance together, will bring the Satyug together. And let's right now enjoy it. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Thank you, Divine Family. Have a wonderful Baba Milan.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Anshuben, for taking us to that experience. Let's all have a wonderful Baba Milan. Thank you, Deepika Ben. See you all tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you. Nice commentary.